One thing that's been hard for me to really dive into music or being a singer or anything like that professionally is that I just can't figure out what I like. I don't want to hear oldies. I don't want to hear songs I grew up with. I attach them to memories and feelings, and I don't want to relive my past through music or anything at all, mostly music. So I don't have a playlist. I don't have a, a song list per se. I do have a ton of lists that I've made. But they're probably all different and with some overlapping features, but I just don't know. So I think what I've learned in the past week or so, I think this dawned on me just a couple days ago, is that I should probably just start from the beginning and just sing the songs, the earliest songs I can remember liking in my life. Sing those and see what happens. And then move on and sing those and see what happens. I could probably learn to play them on the piano as well. So I guess we can go by decades. My first memories of music as a child and really loving music would be there's a couple of musical groups and a couple of songs that stick out. And the musical groups or singers would be the Carpenters and Olivia Newton-John. And then there are a couple of songs that kind of stick out to me from that time frame, the 70s, and I think it's the 70s. I mean, for all I know, they were already, popular in the 60s. But when I was born in 1970, so the earliest ones I can remember are the Carpenters and Olivia Newton-John, and the song in particular, I'm up on top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the sun. Dun, dun. Ever since you've been around, you put me on the top of the world. You put me on the top of oh wow. I haven't seen that in of the world. Another one being, this is the wait. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. 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 Being a little person, there were certain sounds, I guess, and then, of course, the early Olivia Newton-John. I remember the album. I had the album, and geez, there's a song on there that I loved. I mean, I don't really want to sing it because it actually has the name of my son in it, which I didn't name it after that song that I know of at all. At all, at all, at all. Joey, my son, that's not even his name, it's a nickname, originated and came from a vision that was just stuck in my head. I have memories, I have inventions and creations, and then I have even like spiritual dreams, guidance, like message, whatever. But then I have visions. And for many years, I had a vision of a little boy, and I guess I'll go into it, whatever. And he was holding a baseball bat and standing there and smiling at me, and his name was Joey. I don't know why I had this information. I just got that snapshot of information, and it was in my mind for a very, very long time. It was after I had my first son, and it wasn't part of my story that I'd ever have two boys. So I just put that out of my mind. I mean, I had a vision of Corey too, but it wasn't part of my story that I would ever even have one boy. So, like, I had these visions of my children, and I didn't even know it because I always either I didn't think about it or I just assumed I would have girls because we had girls, all girls in our family except for one boy. Well, two. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Stupid beliefs, attachments. So, the earliest memories I have, that would be it. And so let's see. Olivia Newton-John, I can't even say. I would have to go back and listen to the album of hers that I used to listen to when I was a little girl in my room and just sit there and sing her songs and sing and sing and sing and sing and sing. Then the Carpenters I loved, and I remember my mom had an 8-track tape, I think it was, and it was the one where the brother and sister, the Carpenters, are sitting together on the rock or something like that, and they're dressed in white. And so I thought they were husband and wife, and she's like, "Oh, they're brother and sister." Okay. And I was just fascinated by their sound, of course, like everybody was. And I think as a little autistic girl, echolalia, maybe I think it's called, must be one of my things because I can learn how to make it sound like the singer, at least in my head.